if he had nothing to do with this and all the pattern of conduct, you know, I'd have to say I'm truly sorry, but based upon a pattern of conduct and my investigation, I have to look at everything. I have to look at every piece of evidence.
I feel the same way as Kelly does. And, you know, like she says, the very first thing that we have to relate back to is Joe was the last person to see Sheena alive. And that's where we would like to start, and the pattern of conduct just doesn't fit. We have to start somewhere, and that's where we would like to start.
Did you have a volatile relationship with her?
We had a relationship, Dr. Phil, and in the relationship there were good times, bad times. It was a relationship. We had our fights. And Kelly had more fights than Sheena than I ever would think. Kelly wasn't even, at the time, Sheena wasn't even speaking with Kelly, didn't want her to come to our wedding. None of that had ever come about, and that's the truth. I wasn't the last person to see Sheena alive. The two police officers that showed up for the domestic call were the last two people to see Sheena alive. See, they just said two lies. There was two lies right there.
And what were the two lies?
Well, he said I was the last person to see Sheena alive. It's not true. The two officers that showed up after I left were the last two people, I think, to see Sheena alive.
She had me helping her with the centerpieces.
Okay. What are we talking about?
Well, you just said that Sheena didn't even want me at
Kelly,
the wedding.
You text messaged me and Sheena got mad, okay? When I asked you to go check...
Because a fax
when
from
I
your
asked,
company was sent to my house, and I still don't understand that either.
It doesn't matter. The point of the matter is when I asked you to go check if Sheena was home, when me and you talked, and you said, well, I don't even know if she'll answer the phone.
You didn't ask me to go check on her. You did not ask me to go check on her. I went and checked on her to knock on the door. Yes, Sheena and I were in an argument those 2 days because you were telling me about their argument. That's why she was mad at me, and I don't blame her.
David just specified that I was the last one to see Sheena alive.
Well, if you killed her, you were.
Okay. No, what he's saying is that I was the last person to see Sheena alive.
Okay.
And the point of the matter is, once I left, there was two police officers that showed up and interviewed Sheena.
Ready to get real? Subscribe to the Dr. Phil Show YouTube channel for exclusive videos you won't see anywhere else.